Hello, and welcome back to another episode of SkyrimPlus. Today we're featuring Shor's Springs. Let's check out the map. Here we are at Shor Springs. We're next to Fort Amol, Hillgrund's tomb, and here we are again at our featured home, Shor Springs. For our world space view, you can see Fort Amol in the background, and as we turn, you can see a stream of water, and then between those trees is the entrance to Shor Springs. There's the fallen tree by the waterfall where the archer likes to stay, and there's another classic home mod that we'll be featuring soon. Let's head into this opening to Shor Springs and see what we can find inside. When we enter, we walk through a short cave where we'll find a gate that we'll need to lockpick. When we do, we find a dead elf named Taros on the ground. He has a key to the property in his inventory. We'll be taking that, and then we'll need to clear out a couple of vagrants. Oh wow, I obviously caught this guy off guard. That'd be my luck, having my home invaded while I'm in my underwear. Once you've cleared them, read the journal found in the woman's inventory for the backstory. It reads, "Finally, we've managed to get the gate open. That darned elf had no right to keep this sanctuary of kind to himself like that. I must admit, he had done a great job around here, however. Quite the craftsmanship. This place is truly remarkable. My dear Siggy spends most of his time in that steam tub on the hill. This'll be a perfect place for us to lay low until things cool off a little, or perhaps even settle permanently." I still can't help but to feel bad for the old elf. Probably should have tried to prevent that oaf of mine from putting that dent in his skull. He could have still been useful to us around here, but what's done is done. This is our home now. Now that we know the backstory, let's take a tour of our new home. We'll start by retracing our steps down the cave hill, where we'll pass through the gate where we found the fallen owner. Ooh, you can still see some of his blood. To the right, we have a water feature. And to the left, you have a chair and a book. The mod author said that this was supposed to be a toilet, so you might want to invest in a saw so you don't leave a mess. And through this opening, we find our new home, Shor's Springs. To the right, we have some stairs, and this brings us to a garden with 8 Hearthfire soils so you can plant whatever you want. We have indigo tending to the soil. And then straight ahead, we have what would be considered our main house. When we enter, we have a cooking pot with some harvestable ingredients. We have an enchanted Dunmer outfit. And over here, we have a dining table for 2. And then in the corner, you have an alchemy lab. A lot of the NPCs like to interact with that. Then you also have a chest, a nightstand, and a bed for you if you decide to stay here, or if you want to use it as a home just for followers, you could assign your favorite follower that bed. Our next space includes a woodchopping block with woodcutter's axe, a tanning rack, a workbench, an anvil, a grindstone, and a pickaxe, which would be perfect to have access to all of these in your early playthrough. You're just missing a smelter and an enchanting table. It looks like Indigo worked up an appetite. You can still see the garden in the background. You have a corundum ore vein underneath this bridge. And next we're going to check out this hot tub. You can see this hot water from the springs falling into these hollowed out logs which act like a tube to bring the water to the hot tub. I love this dark elf lantern. You have some mead and some health potions to enjoy, and you even have a skylight. That's a pretty cool area. Let's go see what's next. That's Gregor. He's the housecarl you received for becoming Thane of Dawnstar. As we cross this bridge, you'll see a bedroll on the ground in front of a picnic table. And as we come in these doors, you'll notice that you have a sauna. And yes, your followers will come and enjoy this space. That's a creative use of the geysers for sure. Look at this beautiful candlelit area. It's so atmospheric. Lydia sure seems to be enjoying it. And speaking of followers, there are tons of idle markers to keep them busy. Here's a spot to enjoy some mead. And around this corner, you have some Jazzbay grapes and dragon tongue before you get to your Shrine of Dibella. Look at the waterfall. It's your own space within the beauty of nature. We have just a couple of more spots to see. On the other side of the mead table, you have a couple of bedrolls for your followers to use. Now we're going to head back towards the front. Oh, look at Faendal chilling by the water, probably daydreaming about Camilla Valerius. And here's our last area of interest right behind the steam. It's a spot to practice archery. Now that we've seen all of the features of this home, it's time for final thoughts. Shor Springs is a private cave home on a secluded part of the map. It's a perfect starter home that provides a bed for you and several bedrolls for all of your followers spread throughout the home. It includes a garden with 8 Hearthfire soils to plant whatever you want, so whether that be crops to prepare in your home's cooking pot or ingredients to use at your very own alchemy lab, you're covered. And speaking of utility, you have a smithing suite, minus the smelter, and have a woodchopping block, woodcutter's axe, and a pickaxe to boot. When it comes to luxury, your home provides you and your followers with a hot tub to enjoy. And don't forget about your sauna. That's the best place to eat your bread. You also have a toilet, although you might have to use the stream as a bidet. And you have a shrine of Dibella because why not? Basically, if you're looking for a natural home with a calm atmosphere, a little backstory, and lots of idle markers for your followers, you'll enjoy this home. This concludes my feature of Shor Springs. If you enjoyed this content and want to see more, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Click the bell icon if you want to be notified of when I post. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next episode.